Now this one that we did, let me show you what we're going to do with that. I actually have a Martha Stewart punch. I loved this haunted house and I could not pass it up. I'm sorry. I just could not. So what I'm going to do is just slide this in, all the way in. I'm going to stand up because I'm sitting at a level that's not really good for this. Punch it. Make sure it's punched through. The more detailed, the little harder you have to punch it. Oh, it popped right out. Now see? And this sits up like so. And now I have a haunted house. Yay! So what I'm going to do now is take my Xyron machine, show you a different way to use glitter. My Xyron machine. Aha. And on the part that I actually want to have face up, I'm going to put face down because that's where the adhesive is. Sort of backwards in what you've been doing your letters if you've used this. This is a Xyron sticker maker. If you haven't used this, Cricut lovers and everyone alike loves, loves, loves. Chipboard can go through it, buttons can go through it. And I just give it a good rub. See that like that? And I'm going to peel the top of it off. Has a little edge there. You can just peel it right off. I'm showing you all sorts of tools. It's probably you have a lot of them already. But I have some Martha Stewart glow in the dark. I'm not kidding. Glow in the dark glitter. I thought, no, that's going to be too cool. So I'm going to pull this up where the actual adhesive is at. Open up my little shakers. And see, I don't have to wait for this to dry. That's what's cool about this. The other, you have to wait for it to dry. And you say, well, why would I use one over the other? Nah, it's just what you have. Get a different look. One will be a thicker look. This will be a thinner look. I'm just going to pat it down. You're not going to get it all over you. It's a very fine, especially the other one. The black one, exceptionally fine glitter. And ta-da, I'm just going to knock it off when I can get it up. Brush it off. I like my brush. I just hit those little, and you can even go to the back and just sort of brush off so that you can see your windows, you know, if you need to do a little bit out of the windows, because the little Xyron has a tendency to string and sticky. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. So we have a glow-in-the-dark haunted house, and I'm going to see if this works. If it doesn't, then I've got to do the whole thing over again or clip it. Let's stick it back in here. Ta-ta-ta-ta, very carefully. I think it pats it down good. You're doing it, you know, face up so that your glitter doesn't get restuck. Pull that off, and we're going to put it on tag. So far, that's what we have on our tag. Now we're going to take my other EK punch that I just absolutely adore. It says Boo. You can see. It's going to take all I really need because of how narrow it is. I'm going to take and slide this in, and there's a little ridge down here. You can feel it. Now, I like going to the little ridge and starting there, but it's not a necessary thing in life. You can start just like a Fiskars border punch. It does the same thing. You can fill it in. It has the pattern on either side. Very easy to use, and what's fun about this is when you close it up, it has a little button back here, and it lies flat for storage. So that is very cool. So let me see if this is going to fit across here. Yes, yes. I'm going to cut it to about 3/4 of an inch to give myself a little base. Use my Fiskars handy dandy rotary cutter that's out of view. Let's run this through. I don't want to waste all my adhesive, so I'm just going to tear off a piece. Run it back through my Xyron sticker maker. Doesn't that make life easy to use the sticker maker? You can buy Michaels and Moore's and anywhere probably that Xyron is sold. And just puts the sticker on the back. And I just center my boo where I want it to be. Now, my scissors. I'm going to flip it over. That way I can see where I'm trimming it up at. If you trim it on the other side, you're not going to get quite the cut. You're going to be a little more nervous about it. Just flip it over, cut it. Actually, I can leave my line on there, and I get a nice little border. That way I didn't tear it off, and it gives me a nice little base there. And now just to add a little bit, I have some Heidi Grace accents. Take one of my glue dots, which is really too big for my, this particular one is too big for my thing, so I just curl them up, pop them in there. Let's put a nice little bat on the top. How are we doing so far? Yay! And if you want to hold put a ribbon in it, I like my Fiskars thumb punch, and I can just put that in. I'm probably going to move this for a minute. There we go. Let's take a wing away. I'm going to turn it upside down so I can see it better. Empty it out. I've just gotten so used to everything being upside down, it just works better for me that way. So you have a glow-in-the-dark haunted house. You've got a little glitzy bat. You've got a embossed, very elegant background, but you need an elegant background for a haunted house. And you have a boo border. How is that for a lot of fun? I think it's cool. I like it. The kids can get involved. You can do it. The thing about it is to be safe. I'm going to bring you back up on the Disney Sea Ride. Guys, I'm out of time. I love doing this. I'm glad I did 2 today. You guys have a great and blessed day.